Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is going to be a updated perfume organization and storage tour. So my perfume collection was becoming a little too plentiful, so I ordered a larger mirrored tray for my fragrances. And if you'd like to see how I decided to reorganize and store my perfumes, then keep watching. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, I believe, at about 9 in the morning. So I received a tray from Amazon that I wasn't expecting until Friday. It's this gorgeous mirrored crystal tray, so it's quite a lot larger than my other perfume trays. I'm running into a little bit of a perfume storage problem because this is the little tray I've been using for my evening perfumes. It's just a little acrylic tray that spins around and I really like it, but it's not the most practical solution for storing my fragrances because my perfume collection is growing and this tray is frankly just a little bit too small. So I'm thinking I'm gonna find a new use for this tray. I don't like the cluttered look. Yes, I like to collect fragrances, but I don't want them to start looking cluttered and not attractive. So what I'm gonna do is move my daytime fragrances from here into this one, and then I'm going to move my nighttime perfumes into the medium-sized crystal tray. I also got a couple of other things for this corner that I wanted to show you, but I'm going to go ahead and rearrange all of the fragrances and then I'll come back and show you what I did when I'm done. Okay, so I'm just deciding how I should put the fragrances on here, if I should just do them all. Obviously I'm not going to do them all just like in a row. That would look a little bit too clean and I don't think that would look very pretty. So I think I'm going to put them kind of at an angle and probably do some of my biggest fragrances kind of in the back and then just arrange them all, or maybe I'll kind of cascade them coming this way. I'm not 100% sure. It is a rectangular tray, so there's only so many ways you can do it, whereas the circular tray you can put them all over the place and they just look nice. I do wish that this would have been a bigger circle instead of a triangle, or rectangle, sorry, my gosh, did I call it a triangle before? Yeah, so I do wish it would have been a circle instead of a rectangle, but that's okay, we will make do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and continue organizing these fragrances and then I'll come back and show you when I'm done. Okay, so this is the final look. I had to do a lot of playing around with this. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, but yeah, this is the finished result. So we'll start over with the nighttime fragrances. So the nighttime fragrances were on that little round acrylic tray before, and I moved them to this circular, a little bit larger crystal and metal tray that's mirrored, which I really like. So there's a lot more room on there for them and I like that they all fit, and there's actually room for more fragrances. If I did get more in the future, I could do a little bit of moving around and there's still plenty of room, which I like. And then to the right, we have this really cute photo that I wanted to show you guys. I picked this up from Walmart. It was about $10. I couldn't resist, it was so pretty. And I wasn't really sure where I was gonna put it, but I knew I would find a spot for it. And yeah, that's where it's sitting for now. So I think it's kind of fitting because France is like the perfume capital of the world. And yeah, I just thought that it would be kind of fitting sitting there with all of my fragrances. And then I still have my coffee beans in the front, which I like to use if I'm smelling a lot of perfumes or getting a big box of perfumes from Fragrance Net to test. It's really nice to have some coffee beans there. And then I still have my really cheap tray in the front that holds all of my jewelry that you guys have seen before. On the shelf, I've changed a couple of things as well. So I still have my Chanel bag in the top right corner, which hasn't moved, and I moved my wallets and wristlets up to the top left from the bottom so they wouldn't get all dusty, and I moved the Chanel shoebox down there, And then I dug out a box from my closet. It's such a cute box. This is actually the one that my Goutal fragrance came in, and the box is just so pretty. It's like a really light mushroom gray color with gold lettering, and I just love it, and I didn't want to leave it stuck in my closet, so I pulled it out. There's nothing in it, but I think in the future this is where I will keep samples or perfumes that I like but I just don't have room for, but I want to keep them out of the light and all of that kind of stuff. So that's the box that this gorgeous. And then in the bottom I have my 2 pairs of shoes that were already there before. So that's all that's really changed with that shelf, and I'm pretty happy with it. Coming over to the left on top of my dresser, that's where I keep my daytime scents. So initially I had them cascading from back to front, kind of facing this way, and it started looking ridiculous. So I knew right away that I had to change it up and do something different. So what I did was I kind of just put the biggest perfumes at the back in a bricklay fashion so that they're not just all in straight columns. It looks a little bit prettier and a little bit more like it was meant to be displayed when they're kind of offset a little bit. And then I just have a couple of my favorite or prettiest bottles in the front. So I have the Miss Dior in the front, Victor and Rolf, which is also a beautiful little bottle. This one's really old, as you guys can tell. And then I also have the Coco Chanel, which is probably my favorite bottle in my whole collection, sitting in the front. And then in the far right corner, I have my little travel size of Be Layered First Kiss exclusive, which I'm waiting for a large one to come. I love this, you guys. I've become obsessed with it. And then I also have my little sample of Gia Toka in the front right corner as well. But anyways, I'm quite happy with how they look now. I think it looks really pretty. And then what I decided to do with this little tray, because this tray was so pretty, this is the one that my evening scents were on. So what I decided to do was yesterday I had actually picked up this cute little container from Dollar Store. It was really inexpensive, and it's like the perfect container to put travel sizes in because it has this little center console. It's like the perfect shaped little container. So I have just my travel sizes as well as a couple of little atomizers that were gifted to me from a friend. And then I put my candle there, and I put my little bracelets there, which have been on my dresser since the beginning of time. And then I also have this little glass crystal jar that has always housed my travel size perfumes. So I decided to dedicate just this jar for the ones that can't stand on their own and put the travel sizes in there. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I always enjoy listening to people talk about perfumes, and I could watch perfume storage videos forever. So I hope that you do too, and if you enjoyed, make sure you give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And I will see you all next time.